What's up, guys? Iceman here. So in this video I'd like to talk about Diablo 4 and what I think needs to be done to make it a decent game. Because myself, as many others as well, I think really want Diablo 4 to be a damn good game. And of course, Diablo 3 missed the mark in many ways. I mean, a lot of us would consider it quite a failure for a Diablo game. And I don't need to get into that shit right now about Diablo 3. So, I've been playing Diablo 2 Resurrected now. And it's been pretty fun. Let me know where you guys are at in Diablo 2 Resurrected. And how has it been for you so far? And I'm hoping that this brings some attention to Vicarious Visions or whoever the fuck's working on Diablo 4. Activision, I don't know. I hope it gives them some insight as to why did Diablo 2 demand a remaster? Why did we all want it remastered? What made it such a great game? So I'm going to touch on just some very subtle details that I think are pretty fucking important. So bear with me for a minute here, dog. So I was playing Diablo 2 just a few minutes ago, around the cow level, my necromancer. And I realized, this is fun. Partly due to the fact that I'm searching for a lot of different kinds of items. I'm not just searching for all the same fucking bullshit and grinding them into crafting materials, like Diablo 3. I'm actually looking for certain types of magic items. I'm looking for certain types of rare items. I'm looking for uniques. I'm even looking for plain items, white items, or gray items rather, that are just plain ethereal elite items. Plain fucking items with no magic stats, or nothing. Why am I looking for those items? Well, I'm looking for the plain items because I can make rune words out of them. So not only do I want a giant thresher, but I want to find an ethereal giant thresher, which I think is a 1 in 10 chance that it'll be ethereal. Not only do I want an ethereal giant thresher, I want one that rolls 4 sockets. Or at the least, I want one that doesn't have any sockets. So then I can use the cube recipe and maybe get 4 sockets. You see, this all plays in to the depth and the allure of the game. It's fun finding a giant thresher that doesn't have any fucking sockets in it. And it's fun finding a cryptic axe that doesn't have any sockets in it. Or a thresher. Or hell, even a Colossus Vulge. Even though you can just large like that for 4 sockets. So it's a little less fun, a little less desirable, but it comes at a cost. The fact that even though you can get 4 sockets through Larzac with a Colossus Vulge, the other ones are actually more desirable. And you can't just easily get 4 sockets with those other ones. They have faster breakpoints for the mercenary, maybe faster DPS, or greater DPS, things like that. You want your mercenary to attack fast as fuck so he can leech life and stay alive. And cause more crushing blows and open wounds and things like that. But you see where I'm going with this, dog? And I don't want to talk about Diablo 3, but it's just all the same fucking bullshit. Just collecting, don't even give a shit. You're just picking up whatever and just transmitting all into crafting materials. And of course it all revolves around the sets, where the babies can even play. They just match all the green items and you're doing all the cool shit that all the big boys are doing within 10 hours of gameplay. And from the beginning of the game, from the first 10 minutes, to 10,000 hours and you're playing the exact same content, only bigger numbers are flying over the enemy's heads because you're doing more DPS or whatever. And you're doing Torment 1 to 50. No one really knows what Torment it is outside of the fact that it says what Torment it is at the top corner of the screen and that big fucking numbers are bouncing off the enemy's heads. That's it. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about Diablo 3 right now. And in Diablo 2, another thing. I'm looking for maybe a blue circlet. Because maybe I have an assassin who wants to prioritize Death Sentry and its corpse explosion radius. So I don't want to get Shaco on this character, even though Shaco ideally is, can be best in slot for most characters and builds. But this is a niche and unique build that's my build, and I want her to have a slightly greater radius to her corpse explosion than the assassin next to her, who of course is wearing Shaco. So not only do I want a 3 traps circlet, because here's the thing, you can only get +3 traps on a magic circlet. On a rare, the max you're going to get is 2. On a unique, the max you're going to get is 2. On a rune word, the max you're going to get is 2. But you can get 3 fucking to all traps with a magic circlet. So I'm going to be looking for a magic circlet, but not just any magic circlet. Also, it could of course be a diadem or a coronet. I want one that rolls 30 fucking faster run walk. And yeah, it's not maybe optimal or ideal, but I like running fast as fuck. And I don't want this to be like Diablo 3 where you just easily put your Paragon points into maxing out faster run walk with 25 Paragon points and you're all running at the same fucking speed no matter who you are 10 hours in or 10,000 hours in. No. I like being able to tweak my character, you know, I like making some executive decisions while playing a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? I like it when there's consequences for your decisions when playing a game. And I like it when there's a challenge at hand, or when there's some build diversity, things like that. You know, when those who use their heads might actually prosper a little bit more. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in Diablo 4. So not only do I want a 3 trap circlet with 30 faster run walk, but I want a Larzuk socket this thing. And the benefit is that you can actually get 2 sockets in a magic item at times. There's a chance you're going to get 2 sockets from Larzuk questing a magic circlet. Whereas if it were a unique, you're only going to get 1 socket no matter what. So Shaco, you're going to get 1 socket. So more item depth. You could maybe, on this great circle that you found, it took you for fucking ever to find it, you can Larzuk quest this thing and maybe even get 2 sockets. If you don't, you're fucked, and that's just how it is. And guess what? You got to find another one, and it's going to take you for fucking ever to find it. In fact, you probably won't even find it this ladder. But you know what, man? That's what keeps the chase going. That's what keeps us little fat toads playing this game, is the item chase. So bring it on. And you know what, Larzuk? Maybe you should only give this thing 1 socket. If you give it 2 sockets, then fuck you. Because I'm that much closer to completing this character and getting all the best in slot endgame gear, in which case I might as well fucking quit. Because this game's all about getting all the best in slot gear. So hell yeah. Fuck off, Larzuk, for giving me 2 sockets. But on second thought, maybe you should, okay? Because I still have a ways to go on building this character, so give me 2 sockets. Because I still got to find those jewels that are very, very difficult and rare to find. I still need to find those 50 increased attack speed / 15 all-res jewels to make this circlet godly as fuck. Or maybe I want a rare circlet, rather. A healthy medium, perhaps, if you will. I want a rare circlet that gives me 30 run walk, 20 faster cast rate, and a few other nice mods, because endgame I'm going to be wearing Enigma with this character, and there's something in Diablo 2, or Diablo 4, hypothetically, called faster cast rate frame rates, or increased attack speed frame rates. This stuff all adds to the depth, because there's a certain breakpoint I can hit. If I get enough faster cast rate on this character, they're all of a sudden going to be hitting a certain breakpoint where they're casting fast as fuck. And I want to have Enigma on this character where she can teleport. So I also want to prioritize faster cast rate gear, in which case Shaco is no longer best in slot if I want to cast fast as a toad and run really fast. And still have skills, and maybe still have some all res. Maybe Larzuk quests this thing, and I think rares... Can't rares get 2 sockets with Larzuk quest as well? I'm not sure. But at the least, let's get 1 socket in it. Let's put a number in there. But you see, depending on your build and strategy and just unique way of wanting to play, there are seemingly endless possibilities. And it's not always just legendary or green is best in slot. All right? It could be a magic item that's best in slot, depending on your desire. It could be a rare item that's best in slot. It could be a unique item. It could be a rune word item. So it really makes use of all these different item types, and it could be a set item, of course, as well. It really makes all these items have potential. It gives them all purpose, like a lot of purpose, endgame purpose. Not just worthless fucking purpose where you just grind them all into crafting materials and just keep upping your numbers just a little tiny bit at a time. It gives them all purpose, man. So these are just some minor details of what makes Diablo 2 a great game. Another thing is you have things like faster hit recovery, attack rating, like I said, faster cast rate, increased attack speed. I know I'm missing some. Immunities, monster immunities. You know, it's really important. In Diablo 3, it didn't matter if your weapon was doing fire, cold, poison. Nobody even gave a fuck. The only time that mattered is if, say, you wanted to do Torment 51 instead of Torment 50. Because, yeah, endgame, it is going to slightly be dependent on the elemental type of your weapon damage depending on the gear that you have selected. Say that you have a Stoner Jordan that gives 20% increased fire damage. So you have bullshit like that you get to look forward to, which isn't much. But make the damage matter. Make us be forced to make some executive decisions. Oh, fuck. I prioritized lightning with this character, and now I'm in Hell Act 1 in Diablo 4, and I can't get past these certain enemies because they're all lightning immune. Fuck me. Maybe I need to respec this character, and hopefully there's going to be a cost at respeccing the character. It's just not going to be freely given. Because like I said, challenge is important in a game. So immunities are important, because then you could maybe see the guy next to you and holy fuck, he's killing the light immunes, and he's killing the poison immunes, and he's killing the physical immunes. He's having some trouble with the cold immunes, but his mercenary is able to take him on partly, and he just runs away from him. But endgame, we have an ideal where we can find certain item types or rune words that can actually break more immunities, like Infinity, for example. And we're going to have a currency in this game, or that's seen as a currency. We're going to have runes, just this endless item chase, and we're going to have these runes very, very rare. You could bust your ass for 5-6 months and not even find a Burr rune to make Infinity that actually has game-changing effects, not just effects that make the numbers go higher at the end of the game. Depending on Torment 51, 52, 53, 54, that's not going to be the chase here. The chase is going to be getting these godly as fucks items that really set your character apart from others, that really allow you to all of a sudden do more content from what you couldn't do before. And we're not just talking about bigger numbers, we're talking about running areas that you couldn't run before with your, say, lightning character, or physical character, or cold character, etc. You see what I'm saying, dog? So if you guys are with me on this, give me a hell yeah in the comments below. I mean, I want Diablo 4 to be a good game. And I want to make the videos on Diablo 4, and I mean, shit. Now, this stuff just scratches the surface, but I think these things are really important. And like I said, attack rating, I mean, shit like that. I mean, who cares if you get a kid who can't hit shit? And I don't know if Vicarious Visions are worried that they're just going to quit if the little baby doesn't realize he needs attack rating on his character. Is that what they're worried about? That's why they don't want to add complexity to these games? Are they concerned that some toddler is going to have his mommy buy him the game, and he's going to see the big boys killing things and killing each other, and some succeeding in PvP, and the little baby's, the toddler, he's not going to be able to compete, so he's just going to quit? I don't think that's the fucking reality of it. I remember when I was young playing Diablo 1, Diablo 2, I see the big boys kicking my ass, and I was like, huh. I was like, now I have something to strive toward. And I kind of want to get there so maybe I can be seen as a big boy. You know, it didn't just make me want to quit. But yeah, things like attack rating. Say you have one character with godly gear and another character with shitty gear, but the character with godly gear forgot to prioritize attack rating at all. The character with shitty gear has a lot of attack rating and relatively decent armor, at least. And all of a sudden the character with shitty gear can kill the character with godly as fuck gear. It's because the character with godly as fuck gear didn't use his head. He didn't use his fucking head. He forgot to stack items that say pierce armor, or items that say stack attack rating, giving him a greater chance to hit shit. You see, just subtle details like that really matter, man. Or in another example, a character forgot to have any faster hit recovery. All of a sudden you stun lock his ass and kill him. Like, you guys remember the days in Diablo 1 where we'd enter the cathedral, some PK guy with King Sword of Haste would just swat the shit out of our character and we couldn't even get away from him? and we died. You know, it was fun. It was fucking awesome. You're like, holy shit. I mean, say he didn't have the auto kill skill, right? Say he just had King's Sword of Haste, and he swatted your ass to death and you couldn't even move until you were dead because you forgot to have a faster hit recovery on your character. You know, just little things like that add depth, add complexity, and give purpose to the decisions that we have to make. So if you guys are with me on this, give me a hell yeah in the comments below. And I'll talk to you toads later. I just got another patron by the name of Kevin. So thank you, Kevin. I appreciate your support. May your finances be blessed, and may you have many wives. Peace be with you.